Are you new to running or a current runner that has questions about your routine? In today's video, we are going to talk about running tips, strike patterns, and goal setting. Let's start with a few general running tips. 1. Always warm up prior to running. It is advised to participate in dynamic stretches or plyometrics instead of static stretching. Warm-ups can help prevent injury. Assure you warm up major muscle groups of your lower legs, including calves, hamstrings, quads, and hip flexors, prior to heading out on your run. These are a few examples of active warm-ups you may do prior to running. Another tip is to continue to strengthen while participating in running programs. Strengthening your core and hips will help with injury prevention and create a stronger stride. Band walks, planks, and bridges are just a few examples of hip and core exercises. As for shoe wear, wear appropriate shoes with the right support for your foot. It's advisable to have your gait and running form assessed at a local running store for appropriate shoe recommendations. You can check the tread on the bottom of your shoes to be sure they are not worn out. If they are worn, it is most likely the shoe does not provide the support it is designed to anymore. Lastly, don't let pains or discomfort worsen. Make an appointment and be assessed by a physical therapist if pain arises with running. Another topic we are going to cover is strike pattern, or how your foot hits the ground. This is a big topic in the running world and a commonly assessed part of your running form if you're experiencing pain or injury. Runners contact the ground either with their heel, with their midfoot, or with the ball of their foot, also known as the forefoot. Your stride length, meaning how long your step length is, and your cadence, or how many steps you take per minute, will impact how your foot hits the ground. Everyone runs differently. Never force a change in your running pattern. Always run with your natural pattern. However, if you experience pain or discomfort with running, you may consider altering your strike pattern. Heel striking occurs when your heel is the first part of the foot to contact the ground. Typically, a runner's weight is behind their foot when they heel strike. Sometimes it is associated with overstriding. Assure you have appropriate heel cushion if this is your normal running pattern. Heel striking sometimes creates a braking force through the other joints of the leg and therefore can be associated with knee or hip pain. Midfoot striking occurs when your weight is centered over your foot as you hit the ground. Typically, midfoot strikers hit the ground with a flat foot. This allows for more even distribution of forces through the joints of the leg, including the hip, knee, and ankle. The last type of strike is a forefoot strike. This striking pattern occurs when you land with your weight on the ball of your foot. It creates a larger force and workload for the calf musculature, so if you experience calf or Achilles pain, you may consider changing your strike pattern to put less strain on these tissues. Forefoot running is more commonly utilized with sprinting and mid-distance running. Lastly, let's talk about goal setting. If increasing mileage is your goal, be sure you start small. The rule of thumb is to never increase your mileage by more than 10% from the previous week. It is often easier for your body to run smaller distances more frequently rather than larger distances only 1 or 2 times a week. If speed is your goal, be sure you vary your runs. You will have to do a combination of different kinds of runs, including steady state and speed workouts, to achieve higher speeds on a regular basis.